9:05 on a Friday. It's finally Friday. I got some friends in studio. I'm going to kick this on the FM. You're going to want to learn the information we're sharing today. Go ahead and share this out. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy. It's just after 9 o'clock. I have some guests in studio. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. We're going to learn about an event that's going on and how you can get involved and benefit from this.
I'm John Snow with Texas First Bank.
I'm Kinshara Cravens with Craving for a Change Foundation.
All right, so there's an event that's going on, and let's get into it really quick, and then we can find out how this can benefit the people. So what's the event, and when is it?
So the event, it's a community fair. It's called Let's Get It Right Fair. It's going to be July 24th at the Carver Park.
And John, are you going to be there?
Yes, sir. I'm going to be there as a vendor, but also I'm going to be one of the guest speakers to pretty much talk about basic finance and, how to properly manage a bank account and et cetera.
Okay, so how can somebody, if they want to be a vendor, how can they find out that information? And then also as well, I know it's free, but how are y'all able to keep that free?
Okay, so I'll start with the free part. So we have the vendors are paying a vendor fee, as well as we have received donations for it because we're going to be supplying food as well at the event. So that's how we're able to keep it free. For anyone that wants to be a vendor, unfortunately, we're at full capacity as of now.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's always a good thing.
Yeah.
But they can always reach me by email. I can drop my email. It's info@cravingforachange.com. You can write us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. We're on all of those websites. But that's how, if they're still interested, like on the back end, if someone cancels or something, that's how they can reach out.
Kinshara, why is this important to have this event? Why is this important to you?
A lot of reasons. So my organization became an organization during COVID. So a lot of things that we wanted to do, we couldn't do. So thankfully, now that COVID has kind of eased up a little bit, we have some freedom to put on some events. So with that being said, me being from this community, I wanted to do something that was beneficial where people of all ages could learn something, gain something, help them in some type of capacity.
Mm-hmm. And John, you're going to be there, and I think it's very important. What you do. I guess introduce your job role and how you're an expert in that field.
So pretty much I'm a banking center manager for Lamarck. For now, I'm about to transfer over to Texas City.
Why are you gonna do that to us? Why are you leaving us?
Well, I'm back and forth. I'm back and forth.
Okay.
I'm I'm just trying to spread myself as much as I can.
Yes.
Or whatnot. But pretty much I'm playing a role to just pretty much just spread the basic knowledge and the use of property managing a bank account, because a lot of people can have a bank account, but a handful of individuals don't know what to do with their bank account or whatnot, and how to pretty much properly check their balances to avoid fraud, debit card use, and adding people on, and a lot of information.
So I saw on Texas First Bank's Instagram yesterday, Renee Rockers. I had to look it up, and that she's moving too. Are they doing just musical chairs or keeping it fresh? What's going on?
It's like an NBA free agency going on right now. Pretty much, Miss Renee is moving to the loan department or whatnot. She's going to be missed as far as for being a regional, but it's a lot of good things happening for the company, and I'm excited.
Whenever you find young people or even adults in the community, they come in and talk to the bank. Do a lot of them I know I'm not a financial expert. There's a lot I can learn. And how many people come in and you just kind of have to educate?
It's a lot of individuals. Some people, before they come into the bank, they check the home website first and check to see what accounts that we do offer or whatnot. Some just walk in on blind faith, pretty much hoping that we could guide them in the right direction, which we do, and pretty much guide them to the proper account that's best for their personal use. So, yeah.
Yes. Kinshara, I've seen there's a couple of job fairs that are going on right now. A lot of places are hiring. Do you think it's important to have an event like this right now?
Absolutely. I know with COVID, a lot of people lost their jobs. So I think this is kind of the prime time to have an event like this. We're going to have people that are going to be doing trainings for free for jobs, actually people that are going to be looking to hire on the spot. So I think an event like this is very important for what's going on with everyone. You know, everyone is trying to figure out how to get back financially stable after what happened with COVID.
Even if somebody has a job or a career, do you think this event would benefit them as well?
Absolutely. We have a breakout session that's talking about trade school, college, or entrepreneurship. We have a booth that's specifically for people that want to get into entrepreneurship, understanding the difference between an LLC, a S corp, all the different, business setups. So I think it's important, if it's something that you want to do that's different, but you just don't know how, this event will be able to help you figure out what it is that you can do.
And there's all kinds of events that happen at Carver. And this is going to be, another one. But I think I saw something about like softball games. I didn't even know they had softball.
Every Sunday.
Softball games. Yeah. I didn't know. And then like everything else that goes on out there.
Yeah.
So this will be a good event as well. And there's really no reason not. I mean, there's food. You get to hang out with John, learn about money, finances. What other vendors are going to be out there?
Oh, I have a list of a lot of great vendors. So we have College of the Mainland. We have Maine Liner Welding. We have Texas State University, the Gulf Coast Center, Texas First Bank, of course, John Snow. We have a new foundation called the Vision Foundation, which I think will be really good for a lot of people. It's a new nonprofit here. The lady, she is offering free eye care for people who can't afford it. So I think that would be great for a lot of people. We have SIR, which is a like a workforce type of agency. They provide free trainings. They mostly focus on like things that you do with your hand, but everything that they offer is free. The food bank will be out there providing food packages for our kids. We have a home health agency that will be doing blood pressure. Community Health Network will be doing COVID shots out there. So if you have not got your COVID vaccine, come out there. Community Health Network will be out there giving COVID vaccines. We have the Baby Stewart Foundation. We have Planting Seeds of Life. It's a life coaching agency. And that's just a few. I didn't want to overwhelm. But we have a lot of cool things that'll be out there, and kind of, again, from kids to the senior population. Somebody can come and get something from it.
Can we talk about your foundation, what it's called, and how that was all born?
Sure. Craving for Change Foundation. We started it in 2019. It was kind of born from me kind of being a first-generation college student. So I'm from here, Lamarck, specifically. And when I graduated, my parents, of course, didn't go to college. So it was a lot of things I didn't know. So I originally started the foundation to be able to help the youth with transitioning from high school, so figuring out what to do. And kind of now that COVID is not such a big thing, I'm trying to broad and do different things that are more like community based, so that we can reach more people. So yeah, that's how we started.
Yeah. So you're just trying to, I guess, any way that you can help the next generation or even people now, just giving them information that they don't have access to. That's the goal for Craving for a Change.
Absolutely, 100%.
Can we talk about this logo? Because I don't think I've ever seen it before, and I'm going to show this to the people watching. Can you explain what's going on in here?
Sure. So it's a brain being 8, so like Craving was kind of the idea, and then the graduation for me, graduations always represent like growth or change, some type of positivity. So that was kind of the
I like it.
Thank you. That was the idea.
It's very creative.
Is that new? Did you have this last time we saw
I
it?
did.
I don't think I had seen it.
I did, yeah.
Okay, I don't know how I missed this, because this is wonderful. See, this should be on merchandise. Is it?
Yes, I wore my shirt last time.
You know what? I missed that somehow. So we talked before, and we were at the Doyle Center.
Yes.
But it was just out of our element, and the whole reason that we were at the Doyle Center is because we were testing the signal for they were gonna swear in the new mayor and the new, it's not council members, but the new, what are they called?
City commissioners.
Commissioners. Mm-hmm. And it was like the next day or later that night or something. Was like, well, I guess we need to test and see if it's going to work. And it worked. So we did it, and it worked fine.
Nice.
So that's why we were there. But it was out of the element. I like being in here better.
Yeah, it was really big in there.
It's very big.
Yeah.
And it was just like us at the table.
Yeah.
But it was fun. John's been in studio before.
Oh, yeah. This not my first rodeo, but it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, you're comfortable here, huh?
So like a little mini man cave. So
yeah. And this is what happened when you get voted 40 under 40. Mm-hmm. Just multiple radio appearances, just kind of go out and promote positivity in the community.
Absolutely. I'm very honored to be voted the 40 under 40. Just came out the blue. Kind of hit me like a wave shock or whatever. But I'm very honored, and I'm very excited. I just like to spread that positivity in the community. You know, that's what we need now. You know, especially in today's world or whatnot, and just just helping out others. Like, you know, especially for me and Miss Cravings. I remember the first time we met was over at the ribbon cutting event for her office in Texas City, and pretty much from there it just sparked like flames. Where we just, hey, you have an event coming up. Let me know if you need any help. I know a gentleman here that has a live radio station. Let's go over there and let's talk. You know.
Yeah. So for you and Texas First Bank, it's kind of the same. Y'all, Texas First Bank always, gives back to these events, and you're always willing to kind of do. Is that the feelings and the vibes that y'all have?
Absolutely. We stick by our motto, helping Texans build Texas, and we just build off that. Any community, any small business, any big business or whatnot, we're just here to help out the best way we can and just give back to the community.
What are some of the services that y'all do offer at Texas First?
Oh, all kinds of accounts, products, merchant products, online, of course, online banking. We do offer we offer all kinds of loans to better comfort whatever needs that you have for your business, or if you're looking to start up a business or whatnot. But we have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and I assume always trying to add more, because it looks like even last year everybody was like, hey, we got to refresh our. Maybe the branch is closed on the inside, or maybe we're open now, and just figure out ways to benefit your customers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're getting back to the normal. Lobbies is open. We're back to having popcorn on Fridays or whatnot. Pretty much getting.
That's today. I love popcorn.
Matter of fact, I gotta get it popping once I go back to work.
Literally.
But yeah, so pretty much we're getting back to the norm. We're slowly but surely expanding out. We now have Houston locations out in Houston. About to open up another location out in Beaumont, Texas. So it's growing, and we're very excited.
I was talking to someone the other day about how Texas First Bank started, and it's just like, the gentleman, the Doyle family, and his friends just said, "Hey, let's start a bank one day."
I know, right?
Isn't that crazy? And like,
I need some friends like that.
I know. I was like, I'm hanging out with the wrong people. But that was, how long has Texas First Bank been around now?
Oh wow!
It's been a while. That was back in the day. Like,
the first location was back in Hitchcock, Texas, and then from there it just grew like wildfire.
Yeah.
It's been a while for a long time. I think 1970s. I want to say. Don't quote me on that. If whoever's listening, please. But we've been around for a long time.
And now, more branches.
Mm-hmm.
NBA drafting.
We don't call it branches. We call it locations.
Locations.
So we just.
Why is that?
Pretty much because we don't want a bank to feel like, oh, you're just a branch of a tree. So if you break off, you break off. No, we're just a location. We're a whole root. We're all here to pretty much help out each other, like a people helping people business, basically.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, so can we remind everybody about the event? So when is it? What's it called? And who is it for?
It is July 24th from 12 to 5 at the Carver Park Pavilion. This event is for anyone that is looking to gain a new trade, gain employment, gain skills for employment, learn something that you don't know. This is from, like I said, the kids to our senior population. I forgot what the other question was.
Just who is it for? So it's for everybody.
Yeah, it's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's for everybody. We'll have some games and stuff for the little kids. We'll have, of course, like the colleges for our adolescents. For our adults, we'll have like workforce and all those other agencies that can help. And for our older people, no, not even for our older people, but like we're having the COVID vaccines out there. We're gonna have someone talking about insurance, health insurance. So it's gonna be kind of everything out there. Someone could get something from it.
Workforce Solutions, I think they're a great resource for our community, and
Absolutely.
It's free.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I've had the chance to talk to them, multiple times and learn about the new programs, and it's like, wow, this is awesome. The state of Texas and what they provide is a great resource.
Absolutely.
So they'll be out there as well?
Yes, they will.
Yes. And so that's at Carver Park. It's
Yes.
July 24th from 12 to 5 p.m. It's the Let's Get It Right Fair. It's free to attend, so if you know somebody who could benefit from this, even pick them up and take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tag them in this video. Post it out somewhere. Kinshara, are you a basketball fan?
Not as much as John.
I was trying to see how I could work this in. I wanted to talk about the Rockets so just a little bit, since Jon Snow's in studio, he's a big Rockets fan.
Just know one thing: we're going to make the playoffs next season. So I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna be the first one to say we're going to make the playoffs. Okay. So
Who's the correct pick? Who do you go with?
it's up in the air. There's so many rumors going on right now. I don't know, man.
I wanted Mobley because I thought that the big man at
Right.
first. So it's the issue is there's a big man you can draft, or there's the guard that you can draft. The big
Correct.
man played in college. The guard went to the G League
Right.
against other pros, playing against adults. So that's the issue. And then you go back, and the more I read about this and looked at it, they're like, well, look at how many big men end up not making that transition as efficiently as the guards.
Right.
So I'm sold. We got to go with Green. Maybe he could have been the number one pick if he
Right.
would have went to college and played against guys his own age.
Correct.
But he was playing against guys who were 30, 25. Been playing. They're adults.
Right,
They're
right,
professional. So that's where I'm at.
It's a gamble. I mean, like I said, whatever happens, I'm a Rockets till the end of time. So we're gonna make the playoffs next year, and I'm excited.
So you're saying it don't matter who they pick, making the playoffs either way.
Yep.
What do you think about Chris Paul making the NBA Finals?
I am very ecstatic. I'm proud. I had like a tears of joy in my eyes whenever they won the last game or whatnot, because Chris Paul deserves it,
Yeah.
and I'm just ready for it.
Yeah, but doesn't it make 2018 hurt just a little bit more?
That's what brought the tears in my eyes. It's like when I saw them winning the Western Conference Finals. It's like I'm like, wow, that could have been us.
Yeah.
If so and so would have just carried us over. But he's in Brooklyn now.
I'm happy for him. I wish they would have won this year, because my hope was if he wins this year,
Right.
wins next year,
Right.
they're going to break up. He's going to come back. He's still going to be right there. His game will translate. We'll have these young guys. It's going to be a LeBron going back to Cleveland situation.
Correct.
But my plan fell through this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we'll see.
as far as for Brooklyn, I think this was their only chance to win it all, because next season, injured players is coming back on the team. You have Klay Thompson, you have Jamal Murray coming back for the Denver. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it was wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Wide open this year.
Yep.
And if the Rockets just even kept their squad together, like maybe not pull the Russell Westbrook trade,
Yeah.
ideally keep Chris Paul. 2019 was down. Hey, run it back again this year. The Rockets probably would have came out of the West.
My chest hurts right now.
Yeah.
You know how you get that sharp pain in your chest
Oh,
when
yes.
you reminisce about things?
Absolutely.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
Yeah, I'm just glad I could talk to somebody about this, because I've been trying to talk to my wife, and I'm not sure she cares.
Man, yeah.
I know I'm sitting here lost.
Kishara, what do you think about all this? Are you happy for Chris Paul?
No thoughts.
No.
Oh, man.
Look, I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Man, it just hurts still,
Yeah.
It just hurts.
Look
But
at you guys. You guys look so disappointed.
the Rockets could have won they should have won in 2018, and they could have definitely, with the same squad they started with, if Harden would have bought in,
Man.
they probably would have weaseled their way to the playoffs.
The thing is, I had like PTO time saved just to go downtown and celebrate. And it's like, yeah,
That's what it was for.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, I am very excited for this event. And I am ready. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I did mention, if it's okay with you, Gordy,
Yes.
about the breakout sessions. We will also have 5 breakout sessions. John, as he spoke earlier, he's going to be doing the financial literacy piece. We're going to do a resume 101. We're going to do a mental health segment. First-time homeowners. We have Nasima with Coastal Remax. She'll do a session talking about how people can sign up for that program and all that stuff. So we'll have some very informative information, and of course free food. So please make sure you guys register. I'll send you the link.
Yes. Is this something that you're looking to maybe do again?
Yes. Of course, I would love to do it like every year. Depending on the turnout, and which I know with new events, sometimes you don't get a lot of turnout the first time. So yeah, I would love to do it again, like once a year or something like that.
What's a breakout session that maybe isn't there this year, but for that next year you think would be awesome to add?
I don't know. I'm thinking about offering like a survey. Because since people have to register and they put their email address, well, maybe like asking them what's something that they want to see that they didn't get to see. But I can't think of anything particularly right now.
Yeah.
What I think that pretty much to add on to the next event is pretty much like a business attire donation or whatnot. pretty much anybody that has any unused, gently used business attire can donate it to individuals or kids that's getting into college or going to apply for jobs or whatnot, to at least have like a proper attire
That's
to
great.
get ready for an interview or get ready for like a business proposal or whatnot. Because you don't want to show up to an interview with like leggings and a t-shirt, something like that,
Yeah, that's a great idea, and
Mhm.
even like options like, hey, affordable. This is how you can do it, and look
Absolutely.
your best and present well.
Absolutely.
You know, there's a couple of Instagram pages that I follow that are like business related, and
Mhm.
one of the things was after an interview was like, here's questions to ask after to the employer, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Nice.
Just different. I haven't done it. Well, I do interviews all the time, but not like where they're interviewing me for a job necessarily.
Yeah.
And even the ones I have been, it's just like so nerve wracking. But maybe
It
even
is.
like, hey, how do you seem cool and collected?
Mhm.
And then the right questions to ask them that makes them think like, wow,
Mhm.
this person, they're on their game. So there's all kinds of little things you can add.
Yeah, it's always something to learn with that realm for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I guess, can we remind everybody one more time, and then if there's anything else you want to talk about? But
Okay.
what do we got going on?
So we have the Let's Get It Right Community Fair, July 24th from 12 to 5 at the Carver Park Pavilion. We will be dropping the link. Please register. The registration is really just so we can know how much food that we need to get. We will also be taking registrations the day of, but it's just going to be hard on the food aspect. We want to make sure we have enough for everyone. So if possible, please register. We'll drop the link. It's like 2 minutes to register, if that. So yeah, that's the event.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to share? I know we were talking a little bit about podcasting. Is there any episodes that people could check out right now, and how would they find that?
I have 3 episodes out right now. See, you're gonna put me on the spot like that. I wasn't ready.
Sorry.
So I'm using Podbean, but
Yeah.
it streams it to all the other
The platforms?
yeah, and I have like different names for each one because
Okay.
it's just Let's Talk Podcast. But I had to add like different things at the end because it was such a generic name. But I can send you the link.
Okay. Awesome. What are the
Yeah.
kind of topics that you cover?
So far, I've talked a lot about work-life balance and some of those struggles because I have like 10 jobs.
Mhm.
So I can relate to that. Just kind of some of the things I think that we deal with being young professionals that our parents didn't necessarily teach us, and we've kind of just learned along the way. Those are kind of the main things that I'm doing. And I did a funny episode with my niece and nephews where they just talked about their favorite foods. So that was pretty funny.
Nice.
What are some tips that you could share on how somebody can achieve that work-life balance?
Oh, I say number 1, take your PTO. I think that's very important, separating yourself from your job. A lot of times our jobs can consume us. So I would say for sure, take your PTO, disengage. Something I try to practice like every week is like putting my phone on Do Not Disturb for a few hours. Like take your time for yourself. That's kind of my biggest thing. I think as we move up in companies and things like that, we begin to like just make it our whole life and not do things for ourselves. So I would just say take time for yourself, and don't forget about yourself.
What do you think, John?
Oh, I agree 100%. I tell my teammates all the time, like before we leave work or after we leave work or whatnot, I tell them, do something that makes you happy. Whether it's something big or small, create like a new hobby or whatnot. Whether it's, if you have like I have one of my employees, he has like a pet cat. I'm like, do something that makes you happy. Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna play with my cat. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That works for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Just something that brings that inner peace within yourself. Whether it's working out, just going to take a road trip. It doesn't have to be something too extravagant where you have to like blow your pockets out
Mm-hmm.
just something small.
I think the Do Not Disturb on the phone is probably the hardest part,
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
you have to be very strategic about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, I think I have an advantage over a lot of people because I don't have kids. Like, I know a lot of people with
Yeah.
kids, they're like, I can't put my phone on Do Not Disturb because,
Mhm.
emergencies happen. So I understand that too. So
And then there's also with technology, there's different things you can do. Like, hey, if you call me like 2 times, it'll get through. Or certain people,
Mm-hmm.
if certain people, call, then maybe it'll get through. But no, it's hard because it's so easy to still work.
Mhm.
And technology has made it that way. And yeah,
Yep.
And even when you're not trying to work, if you're just like shopping online,
Right.
something to like, oh, I forgot to do this for work. You know, it's like work just creeps up everywhere.
Mm-hmm. What else you got? Is there anything else?
I'm trying to think because I did 6 topics. I can't even remember what the 6 things were.
Yeah. On the spot. I'll have to go listen to it.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Yeah.
So you can critique me too. I need some help. I'm a new podcast, so I need some help.
Yeah, podcasts are fun. You know, when it comes to radio and podcasting, one thing that I learned is sometimes, like, if there's a pause, like if I pause right now, feels like a long time, but it's not really that long when you go back and listen.
Right.
So it's always okay to collect your thoughts. And even and I'm not a great public speaker, but I have spoken public a bit. That's one thing that I've just like learned, like, hey, collect your thoughts. Yeah. And then if you don't know the answer, it's okay to say I don't know, or like I'll check. What you say, like, hey, I'll send you the podcast.
Right.
Send you the podcast.
Like, I can't even remember right now.
You just got to breathe and proceed, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Just breathe and proceed, you know?
You know, but when you did say PTO, it gave me PTSD thinking about John taking his PTO to go. That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, shit, PTO. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, with the PTO part, I agree with that as well. Like, you know, use it. If you need it, just use it.
Yeah.
You know, matter of fact, I just came back from Waco, Texas, and I stayed inside of a shipping container home. I don't know why, but I'm so fascinated with those tiny homes.
That's
it's like,
cool.
I want to have one of my own.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, yeah.
So after staying in one, you're still like, yeah, it would be cool to have one day?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to get it. I want to customize it on my own, the way I want it. I want to have it red and black on the outside. And have me like a little vegetable garden in the front or whatnot. It's in my mind.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So the shipping containers, that's what they put at Lago Mar, and they used as like concessions, and they double stacked them, and they converted them like the DJ and all that. And
nice.
So that's what they used.
Oh yeah.
Which is really, really cool. You can literally make those into anything.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Sometimes I'll look at those. They're crazy.
Yeah. They have like 2-story. They have a 2-story home out there. I stayed in a 1-story, and it has like everything in there: the master bedroom, a bathroom, a small kitchen, and the living room, all in one shipping container. I'm like, that's very creative.
Yeah.
Where did you find this, on Airbnb or
Airbnb?
Really?
Yep. Airbnb.
Yeah. Out in Waco. It's nice out there, isn't it?
It's very beautiful, and it's funny too because like the car I rented, I had like some Toyota Corolla, and the guy was like, "You want to upgrade for free?" I'm like, "Sure." And I got like a Jeep.
What's the catch?
And he gave me a Jeep. I'm like, "Okay." So I drove a Jeep Wrangler. I'm like, cool.
Get used to that, huh?
I know, right? Yeah.
It's like I got the shipping container in a Jeep. You feel different in a Jeep.
Absolutely. You know, I wanted to take off the door so bad. I was like, I don't have my toolbox with me to take it off. But I'm like, man, if only I had my toolbox with me. My mini small little toolbox. I'm like, I'd have been riding right now.
Yeah. We filmed a Sean on Lamarck for Gulf Coast Direct Auto Sales. They're over off 1764, kind of close to 3 Acres Food Truck Park. Which is like a weird part where it's like, hey, you're Lamarck, but you have a Santa Fe address, but you're in the city limits of Lamarck. And it always trips me out. Right. Which, okay, this is unrelated, but Lago Mar has a Lamarck address, but it's in the city limits of Texas City.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. So, yeah, we were over there filming, and they had a Jeep, and it was like this brown sand color. And Kurt, who has a gray truck, he was like, man, my life would be different. If I drove that car, my life would be so much. I'm like, I can't disagree with you.
Yeah.
I can't disagree with you. Probably.
Jeeps are nice.
They're
nice.
Really nice. All right. Hey, John, is there anything else you want to share this morning?
Nothing much. I'm just very excited for this upcoming event. I'm just ready for it. I get too excited easily, you know, so I'm just ready for it.
And it'll be here before we know it. I can't believe it's already July of 2021. We're halfway through. This year.
It's moving by so fast.
We'll made
see
it.
What happens. Yep.
We made it.
For sure.
There was moments where I didn't think that we would, but yeah, we've made it. So it's been good. I appreciate you guys coming in today.
Likewise.
So that's going to be July 24th from 12 to 5 p.m. It's a Let's Get It Right fair. It's a community education fair for everybody at Carver Park. If you want to find out more information, where can they go?
You can go to our website, cravingforchangefoundation.com.
All right. It's KHEA Radio 99.